out there. I want to welcome you again to another episode of Wednesday Wine and Word. I love singing it. That's what I do, Jeremy. I know you're going to be like, okay, crazy lady, what you doing? What you doing? But that's what I do. Wednesday Wine and Word. Yes. So, you guys, as promised, I stated I was going to have a special guest with us today, and I want to introduce to you my new friends, because we've just met, right?
Right.
Jeremy Snowden. Jeremy is a dad, a granddad, a friend, and a men's mentor. He finds fulfillment being a resource and a community connector. He runs a men's growth and development group, Heroes Journey Men's Online Discussion Circle, and hosts a biannual men's 3-day meetup. He spends his free time discovering life hacks, physical movement, and mindfulness practices. And he's also here to talk to us about 30-day Beyond Limits Transformation Challenge that's coming up, you guys. So everyone, you know how we do it on Wednesday Wine and Word, and we'll talk about what's in my glass later. Get your glasses and let's welcome Jeremy Snowden. Welcome, Jeremy. Cheers. So, Jeremy, it's so awesome to have you on my platform. I really appreciate you joining me. So I wanted to just ask you, I wanted to give you the mic, so to speak, to explain to us a little bit about this 30-day Beyond Limits Transformation Challenge that you guys have coming up.
Sure.
So, can I hear you? September 1st.
Yep, September 1st.
Okay.
You hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Great. Okay. So the 30-day Beyond Limits challenge is just transformational elements. We use 6 elements or half elements for the whole 30 days. September 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, you keep going. So we do daily live videos, just check-ins. We have communities or groups that support groups for everybody so that they can connect with each other so that they don't feel like they're alone. It's not just like a one-directional YouTube video. It's an actual interactive experience as you grow, as you begin to develop and house these things in for the 30 days. You have accountability, you have the possibility of a 1st and 2nd place cash prize for completing the elements, the entire way through. So basically the 6 elements or 6 habits, if you will, are no alcohol for 30 days, every day, right? So 2 is there's a nutrition element, which we'll discuss later. 3, there's an exercise element with a minimum requirement of 45 minutes every day for 30 days. There's an exercise, I'm sorry, I said exercise. There's a meditation element or habit, right? A journaling, and then we have what we call a choose your own adventure, which is an element or habit based on taking a cold shower every day. And the health benefits on that you'll have to Google, or a gratitude element, and we'll talk about that more. I usually do the gratitude element because I'm grateful that I ain't got to take a cold shower.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing the cold shower. It would definitely be gratitude. I mean, and plus it's easy for me to be grateful. So I would kind of be cheating, right? But that's okay.
Yeah, if that's your strong suit, then you're just going to win right there every day.
Absolutely. So how often are these challenges done? How often do you and I wanted to give a shout out to your partner, Marissa, who connected us to talk about this program, because I joined not really knowing what I'm joining. So I'm learning with the rest of the peoples out there. So the reason why I invited him, you guys, because I need some of my peeps to join me. Like, let's hold each other accountable. But yeah, how often do you do the 30-day challenges, or is it just once every few months, or what?
We do it 4 times a year.
Oh.
Right. So it's March, it's June, it's September, and it's December.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so there's 6 habits you stated, or 6 yeah, habits or elements that we have to actually go through every day. Okay, you spoke a little bit on the accountability piece of it. Tell me what that's like. What is the accountability? How are you or whoever I'm working with going to hold me accountable? What does that look like?
Right. So once we have your address, we're going to send two people. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm getting out the group.
Water, y'all. No.
That was awesome. That was good because you had me because I was like, wait, hold up. Didn't nobody say nobody's coming to my house? That's not social distancing. I'm just.
There you go. You know, that will hold you accountable, right? All the baseboards be clean. That's what I would do. Anyway, okay, so like I said, it's a bi-directional thing. One, like with our interaction on our Facebook group. So if you have questions about your element, or if you're struggling, you can, you know, post something there, and then the community, your 30-day community is going to be there to be able to provide you some positive reinforcement or to help you. The other section is we use a video app that allows us to be able to, you're able to share for 2 or 3 minutes. Hey, I just don't feel motivated, and it's, you know, 9:30 at night. Guys, what do you do in order to to not have to, you know, like give this up tonight? I really want to do it. I just don't feel like going out there. Or it's raining. What am I going to do to be able to? And then by putting that out there, you're asking for help. And so one of your community members, one of your groups, one of your a person in your group is going to say, hey, this is what I've done. And so to use a quick example, if I could, LaShawn, it's one, well, actually that is the example. One person was like, I just can't, I don't think that I can do it, guys. And they were, you can. It's 1 foot in front of the other. The bottom line is the hardest mile is the first one. And that person just get up and say, I'm going to do it. And then there's nothing like checking a box, right? Boom.
Boom. I love it. I love it.
So there's your accountability right there. And it's not a harsh accountability. We all have different body types, right? Because I can just hear it now. Folks watching your stream saying, well, you know, that's for you young folks, or, well, that's, you know, I've put on this weight since having this child. It's like, it's for everybody because you're competing against yourself for yourself.
Yeah, I put myself on mute while you're talking because it cuts in and out for whatever reason. Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, you also said another word that I love, prizes. What? We get some prizes?
Yeah, well, here's the thing is, there are 2 prizes. There's a first place and a second, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a sprinter or if you're a hiker. Doesn't matter, right? Because as long as you're checking off all of those 6 elements every day for 30 days, 100% completion, participation in the lives in the community, before and after photos can be submitted if you want to. It's based on those 3 conditions, and if, like I said, then they'll assess the most 2 transformed participants in that 30-day window. So, and then 3 days after the challenge is in, we have a Zoom call where we're just drum roll, please, and we've had a lot of fun with that. So
right, that sounds like so much fun. Celebrating each other and the winners, right? That's pretty cool.
There's more than 2 winners, LaShawn. Once you have, you know, you drop that 5 or 10 pounds or whatever it is, once your blood sugar, you know, levels down to a certain amount, once you have consistently been hydrating yourself every day for 30 days, you're a winner no matter what.
I like that. I like that. Thank you for sharing that. So what other nuggets do you have regarding, well, I do have one question because I always have to put this in here. So in your bio, you say you practice mindfulness and physical movement and things of that nature. But regarding this program or whatever you do personally, you know, professionally, whatnot, how could something like this help someone who is living with grief?
Yeah, very good. I think that probably, and I've only experienced it, you know, from my parents, my folks have passed on. But I remember when my mother died, it was 8 years ago. And that morning, I was planning on running a 31 miler with out in Wichita, Kansas. And so when my sister called and said, Jeremy, mom died, and she's in California, Los Angeles, I knew that I couldn't do anything about it. And to this day, I'm so proud of myself because I still drove the 2.5 hours down to Wichita to run that race. And what was so cool about it, and this really speaks to the accountability. We use the word accountability, but it's really just somebody watching you in your journey. And so there was this lady, and I don't even know, I know she's real. She's not like she's an angel or anything, but she was a member of the Kansas Ultra Runner Society. I just don't remember her name. And she says, and I said, I'm probably only going to go halfway because my mom died. And everybody understood, all my friends and the people in the community. But she just kept talking, and through the whole thing. And as I was running, we got to the place where I'm supposed to turn around if I'm only going to do 15. And she says, why don't you just go a little further? And then the next thing I knew, several hours later, we were at the finish line.
Wow. Well, a couple of things on that. First, I am truly sorry for your loss. I lost a mom as well, and it is nothing like a mama's love. And then second of all, forgive the noise if you can hear in my background, but second of all, you ran 31 miles. Wow.
I was younger, right? This was 8 years ago, right?
Okay. Yeah, 8 years ago, I would have been younger too, and
I hear you.
But that's awesome. That's awesome. So you're what I got out of that is having that partner, that lady, and you're in the you're in the midst of grief from a shock perspective because you just found out mom passed. It still helped you kind of stay clear and focused and move forward with the journey that you set out to do. Is what I heard from that.
That's exactly right, and I'll dovetail on that with the other things that we have on our registration page that I'm just looking at too, because it's the same thing. How can you benefit from this? Having discussed had a grief experience like that is one. The challenge is for 30 days. Who can't do something for 30 days? It's going to give you a heightened awareness. There's going to be mental fortitude that's built in there. Habit formation, right? Because they say it takes 21 days to form a habit. That doesn't mean that you don't fall off the train, but that's why we have it 4 times a year. So you got that, you got clarity, right? All of a sudden you're like, okay, so now I know where my day goes. Because usually I don't spend 45 minutes out of my day. Now I got to push other things around to make it happen. And so you're actually thinking of those things. Should I eat this? I know I'm going to go on a run, and having 2 slices of meatloaf, maybe I should wait till afterwards. You're going to have improved physical fitness. You're going to have improved health, improved focus, relationship with yourself and others, because we have a community. And if somebody we lose weight in this, but we try not to make that the focus because it's not. The focus is the elements themselves. By doing those, completing those every day, you got it done for yourself.
That is so cool. Yeah, because I think I announced it on this for our discussion. I announced how I have a horrible problem with committing to myself. So this, will help someone like me in that aspect. Even like day one, I finished all 6, so I could just celebrate each day of committing to myself that I'm going to finish these 6 elements, these 6 habits that I promised myself that I would finish before 11:59 p.m. my time, right? So I think that's pretty darn cool. So that's so cool. Okay, so now I guess I'll go to are there any other nuggets that you want to give us about the program? Any special offers you want to give the people that are listening on this platform?
I sure do. Marissa and I put this together just for your program. But before I say that, I'll share this, that on one of the videos, LaShawn, that, you know, we were in my group, the group that I was involved with, you can see a middle-aged man walking at 11:53 at night through the gravel of southeastern Kansas, or southeastern Kansas. And he's just talking about his day, and he's talking about the things that have happened. And it's just transformational, because you are talking to folks like in real time, but you are talking to yourself. And you have the audience of you have the audience of one, but you also have the audience of everyone else. And so it's
right.
It's formative from that standpoint. And so what we decided to do for folks that are in your listenership, your audience, if you will, is provide Legacy of Love a special discount, a pricing discount reduction. First off, before August 15th, we have an early bird special. And so it's already discounted. So if you get it before August 15th, you already have I think it's like a 35% discount, but then there's an additional, I think it's a 10 or 15% discount. And just put in where it says, the discount code, just put LOL for Legacy of Love. We'd love to be able to have your team, your posse, your crew, your tribe, your folks be able to come on board. It's going to be a great time.
I agree. So you guys heard that. So go, I will get the link added to our Facebook live. And I think I could do that right now. You guys don't mind me looking off. But I will get that added. And you guys go out there and sign up, join me. I think it'll be fun for us to do this as a group, as a team, right? So join me there, and we can change our lives, change our worlds, commit to ourselves if you have that same problem that I have, and just enjoy each other during this journey. Second of all, I don't want to miss this, but I'm not going to let you get past this group without telling me a little bit more about your men's group. I mean, that information you gave me about the 30-day transformation, that's definitely what this talk was for, but we got to hear about the men's group, because, I know a lot of guys get on Facebook and they have a lot of friends that are female, and they're just like, oh, here she is talking girl stuff again. But hey, men, guess what? We got some men's stuff to talk about. Look at this. A male mentor that mentors men. That sounded crazy, but you know what I mean.
You're on point.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so, before Corona, BC, we've been using Zoom. So when Zoom came on and all these teachers were like, how do you do this? How do you do that? They would be asking me, because for the last year and a half prior to that, we've established it's Hero's Journey Men's Discussion Circle. And what we've done is we've housed it around books. So people say, well, it's a book club. No, it's not a book club, fam, because that's just the excuse for us to be able to connect on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time by a Zoom call. So we're talking the content of the book, absolutely. But what has happened, I don't know about you, but me, I've taken Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. And I'll be in a world of trouble in Honduras. I might be able to get some food, but that's about it. And that's because I didn't speak the language with anyone after the class. However, when I've read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or the 4 Agreements or whatnot, and then I'm able to get on with a Zoom with other men, I'm able to tell you what it did for me using its language. And so that content is reinforced in me. So we do that. So we connect both on Facebook, but then we also connect on video every single week. And then we have 2 times a year, we have a men's retreat where we, fire, hike, we cook together, we eat together, we commune, we talk about serious issues in the circle, and we allow people just to be able to hold space for them. And it's in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, so it's a little bit of a drive for me, but I love it because it gets me out of my element. With each mile that I'm away from my house, I'm away from the things that I have to do, those obligations and all that. I can turn my phone off if I want to and just connect with these people that I've been talking to on my phone for the last, 4, 5, 6 months. It's really transformational.
That is super duper cool. So how do they, if men are listening to this and they want to get in touch with you, what's the best way of getting in touch with you?
You bet. Um, it's free, so I don't have a discount code for that one. But
That's a great discount though. That's like the best discount ever. Free? You're like,
that's right. But you can put, hey, LaShawn put us on. You can message me. You can instant message me on Facebook, Jeremy Snowden, Snowden. Not related to Edward Snowden, who's in the news right now. Or you can just go to Heroes Journey Men's Discussion Circle on Facebook and just click, add or what is it? Join.
Join. Mm-hmm.
And you can still reach out, inbox me if you have any particular things. If you don't know where to start, we have a video that just explains a couple of things. And then just sign on. We'll connect. We'll talk. It'll be great.
That is super fantastic. All right, you guys. So you heard Jeremy, and I'll put that in the chat as well. I'll do it after we get off instead of me looking away and trying to type all that. But the Facebook group is Heroes Journey Men's Online Discussion Circle.
Men's Discussion Circle.
Oh.
I'll send it to you.
Not Heroes Journey, Men.
Heroes Journey, Men's Discussion Circle.
Men's Discussion Circle. Okay. So Heroes Journey Men's Discussion Circle. So go there, you guys, and there's a men's group. See, your girl think about you guys too. I do. I'm a lover of people. I love you guys. So, do you have any final nuggets for us? Anything special that you want to share or encourage or anything like that, Jeremy?
You bet. LaShawn, I was really, when I had a chance to visit with you last week, just spend that time, I was like, we have to hang up now? You have such a great heart. And like I said, it takes some bravery to crawl out of that deepest, darkest cave, to pull the quilt down from over your head and to get up and then to be willing to reach out to people. I got goosebumps on that. So thank you. So if there's anything that I can do to add value to you or your group, just let me know. And then lastly, I would say, if you're considering about registering for it, just do it. You can't fail. You're not going to fail. It is really the collective collaboration of people that are willing to put their arms around you.
Yes.
What you're doing. And it's what the 30 Days Beyond Limits transformation is doing. And so just do it. Push the button and do it.
Yes. That is so awesome. Well, thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful compliment. I really appreciate that. I am so thankful for Marissa. I'm excited for this friendship, this sister brothership to move forward. If I do need anything, I definitely will reach out. I don't mind reaching out. But I pray that you have many, many blessings. You have such a heart of gold. And I feel the same way. I was like, oh, conversation's over. That was a good conversation. like we just known each other for years, right? And those are the greatest conversations to me. It's like when you could just be like, so thank you for that. And so you guys, we filled you with a lot of information, health and wellness, mindfulness, a men's group, you name it, you got it tonight, right? So I just want to, how we end our Wednesday Wine and Words, we end with another cheers, but I just want to tell everyone and thank everyone for coming and stopping by, for saying, watching us go live and, being supportive of my journey altogether. I appreciate each and every last one of you. So until next week, I hope you had an amazing rest of this week and an even better weekend and a great couple of days before we meet next Wednesday. So cheers.
Salud. Thank you so much.
And blessings and miracles, my Facebook loves.